Good morning to all our subscribers and our followers. Today we are going to talk about where a child can stay or with whom a child can stay after a separation of a couple or after a divorce of a couple. Many people will say that the child must stay with his or her mother. Yeah, we cannot say no. That's the many cases that we have been seeing, but we cannot say that it must always be like that, because we have also seen children who stay with their father and they grow well. So this would depend on something, on the wish of the child. We must ask the child, where would he or she like to stay, or with whom will he or she stay? Then if the child decides, we must follow that decision by also seeing the person whom he or she like to stay with as his ability, his wish or her wish. If she or he want to take that child and educate him or her well. And once again, we are talking about children who are still children but are not breastfeeding. If they are breastfeeding, then definitely they must stay with their mother. Or if the mother is not apt to breastfeed them, then they must get a nanny for them, or some house in which the child can stay and to be to take his or her food well. Yeah, I'm talking about those milk. Okay, so that is it. Now we have to say certain thing. We must know that when you take a male child, most of the time the male child has much love for his mother, and the female child has much love for her father. It happened like that, but we don't see it because we don't calculate things well. Yeah, so it happened like that. Now that's why we need to ask the will of the child and the desire of the child to know what to do. Now, when we take, for example, a child choose to stay with his or her mother, when we calculate everything and we saw that this woman, this mother will not be on point to educate well this child for his or her psychological status and etc., then we cannot allow that, because what is matter here is the well growing of the child. And for that child to stay with somebody who is a woman but cannot stay and take good care of his or her child, it won't help the growing of this child. Example, you have some women after that divorce, They can do anything in front of that child, knowingly or unknowingly. Yeah, and forget that children can record everything. Children, right inside the womb of their mother, start recording things. So there's nothing we can do in front of a child and say, oh, he's a child, she's a child. No, you are lying to yourself. Continue doing it. You see that what you are doing, he or she will apply it to somebody at some place, or say it. If it is not with you, or if it is not in front of you, maybe he or she will not do it in front of you, or say it in front of you, because you know that he or she learning from you. So you do it, apply it to somebody else. Then you got to know that children are very clever. Yeah, that's how it is. So we have to look at this angle to see if this mother can do this well or not before allowing that. But if you know that this they can she cannot do it, whatever, we have to find another way, another person for that child. Okay, we know that generally when the child stay with the father will not be at one place like the mother to take care of that child, because mother go to work, do this, do that. The man does not stay at one place, and even men to take care of the children is compared to the women. The women are more or good in that than men. And because of this, even when a child must stay with his father, whether he's a grown-up child like a 15 and 16 going, but not a child like 6, 5, 4, whatever. You see, those children, when they are with their father, whether the father will go and give him or her to one of his sisters or whatever, or where another children are, so that she can feel or he can feel good. You see, so what is important here is to know the will of the child and follow that. We all agree that the child must stay with the mother, but we should look at other conditions also. We should look at the will of the child also. A child A would like maybe to stay with his father or her father, but if you don't detect this, if you don't ask this child, you will not know, and you go and act in the way that the child will not like, and this will work on him psychologically and have impact on his development, but we will not know it. So it's a good thing for us to know this. It's very important for us to know this. It's very, very, very capital. Is very, very, very capital, because we see children in our infancy, a child like a boy, for example, who like to stay with his mother, and then the father say no, you must come to me, etc. The father tried to take the child. When the child went to the father, the child refused to eat. Yeah. So the father have to call the mother back to come for the child, and that child stay with his mother till he grows up and become big man today. Have you seen it? So we need to look at The and men also do could don't say that if the child stay with my wife, so I will not see him again and whatever. No, no, no. We shouldn't have that mind. Once the child is there and you are doing what you're supposed to do to him, you have been going there, etc. And the child have been coming to you some vacation, etc. It's okay. It's okay. But if you are not doing anything like a father towards that child, is that moment where that child forget about you, but or will not have father love for you or fatherly love for you. uh, so that's it. It does not mean that you are not together, so the child is with your ex-wife, and then you say that as he or she is there, I'm not going to do anything again. No, 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 no. That one is like you are not a man. You have to be a man. That's it. I think we have to stop our discussion here. And any question you have on this topic, you can ask us and then we will answer you. And don't hesitate to contact us for any other couple issues on our lines that we diffuse in our previous video. Thank you very much, and we are there for you. Thank you.